that. Let's start with one of the last things that you brought up, and that was question: how are the flickered images registered? Do they need to be registered, partially registered, to be able to sync them up and be able to see them that way?
Sure. When you subtract images, if they're not perfectly registered, you get tremendous artifacts. It's a big problem. If you do, for example, breast MRI, where this technique is used commonly, right? People go buy third-party software that color codes breast MRs. Those are all subtraction-based methods, and the dilemma is imperfections lead to lesions completely losing their conspicuity. That's why those methods fail, particularly with small lesions near the chest wall, like intramammary lymph nodes or anterior mediastinal lymph nodes. Those methods fail. But with flicker, the human eye does the adjustment. So you don't need precise registration. You need approximate registration, and flicker works. Just works. We've studied it. So all you need is an AI algorithm or some other method. It doesn't even have to be AI, but you need a method to say, you know what, here's the area here's the box that bounds the chest x-ray. Here's the box that bounds the old chest x-ray. Let's snap these images to about the same centering and about the same field of view. And now you flicker between them, and you can see the differences. Same thing with the breast. Any other questions?
It helps if I unmute. You said many times in the presentation, it's man plus machine versus man versus machine. I agree with that, by the way. The question is, when you look at all these AI companies, even to this day, they're saying AI is better than radiology. Some are subtle, some are not so subtle. What are your thoughts?
Technology has been around evaluating ECGs since the mid to late 1990s. Every ECG in the US is read by a cardiologist. We've all heard about the autonomous cars. I'm not saying never, but they're not here. And I don't see anybody getting on airplanes without pilots, even though I wouldn't want to get on an airplane that doesn't have an autopilot. To me, it's just easy to get confused in life, but think of the common experience that you have every day in life. If you had a new septic tank that you had to dig in your backyard, it'd be a man in a backhoe, not a backhoe operating all alone. So I just think it's sure there's going to be certain things that machines do autonomously, but for the complex creative work that we do, for the role that we play in standing behind the reports that are generated, communicating those to referring doctors, I don't see autonomous radiology anytime soon. Now, I've been pretty lucky in being able to forecast what's happening in our field for now close to 50 years. And I wouldn't claim that I have a 50-year telescope, but I think we're in a man plus machine era, which, by the way, is such an opportunity for radiologists. I mean, just think about it. Every radiologist today, with the right technology, has the catnip necessary to attract the world's largest radiology group. Because if you have the right technology, we live in an extraordinarily mobile marketplace for radiologists right now. Whereas for me, my whole career, changing jobs meant, selling my house and pulling my kids out of school and moving to a new community. Today radiologists can change jobs as fast as it takes to change bookmarks in Chrome. And they do, by the way. So I think it's critical that radiologists have control over the technology that we use. By the way, I should also mention to you there is a seismic shift occurring right now in the way reading technology is being purchased, right? Because for the last 35 years, reading technology was almost exclusively, not exclusively, but it was almost exclusively purchased by hospitals and medical imaging center owners. And today, radiology groups are buying their own technology because they cannot sustain a group if they don't have the world's best reading technology.
Gotcha. Thank you, Dr. Reicher.